Hello? Yeah, good. That's a good start. Welcome, dear colleagues, relatives, friends, and professors. We are very glad to be here today celebrating and sharing all the emotions and good feelings that a master graduate can feel. Thank you for joining us today in this wonderful day of our life. Today is the last day of a period and at the same time the beginning of a new stage.
It feels like it was yesterday. More than 30 students from approximately 16 different countries were sitting on the chairs of Linköping University. Strangers to each other, we are presenting ourselves to one another and to Jorgen, our program coordinator. With shaking voices full of emotions, we gave some briefings about our respective past experience. In that moment, we realized that diversity, proactivity, and open-mindedness were the key words that describe all of us as unique blend, SMIO 2011. How can we build connections and common working rules when we have such different backgrounds and cultures?
Could you, dear friends and families, expect that it only took us 2 weeks to become what today we call the family SMIO 2011? More precisely, I would say that one special day significantly contributed to it, the one-day trip to the unknown.
For those who have never heard about the trip to the unknown, it's one full-day excursion starting at 6 a.m. and finishes at 11 p.m. to a forest near Linköping. That day, the pro-master student that now graduated had to work in team-building challenges within predefined teams, as for instance, orienteering with a compass, looking for mushrooms in caves, cooking together with those mushrooms and what we found in the caves. We even have to build a float and use it to cross a lake. The bus didn't wait for the latecomers now, but it was quite some fun there. We all keep a good memory of that day.
Indeed, the trip to the unknown had its purpose fulfilled. We got to know each other better, we started to forge ties of friendship, we experienced a great adventure which remained one of our favorite subjects during more than a month after. This was the beginning of a story I will never forget, the SMIO story. We created good memories together. Each team got to write its own storyline. As we kept together as teammates for the first course of leadership with Marie, and surprisingly, we became and remain close friends, isn't it, Hugo?
Yeah, that's right. We were in the same team for the forest and also in the first course, and we are still friends and standing here today.
So this is how we started our SMIO journey, but how was the process?
It was quite challenging, but fun as well. We had to get used to work in international teams. We included readings about organization, strategy, innovation, project management, SMIO. A lot of library hours, a lot of seminars, a lot of presentation, in short, a lot of work. However, that was not the only thing. It was also a fun, satisfactory, and interesting learning process.
This is how was our path. Today we look back to the 2 years of master's studies with pride and satisfaction. Let's see what some of us think about our program.
Similar. Mine.
Internationally
Oriented.
SMIO.
Yay!
Interesting, challenging, and fun.
International, exciting, and beneficial.
Strong, multicultural, intellectual, and open-minded and hearted people.
I would say smart.
Great diversity.
Stress.
No stress.
And amazing.
Great experience. Awesome people.
Thank you.
Beautiful man. Thank you.
International, challenging, fun. Stress, deadline, and friendship.
Exploration, exploitation. Cafe seminars and multicultural.
Reading, discussing, and presenting.
Exploitation and exploration.
So dear friends, families, and professors, this is what SMIO means to us. For the valuable knowledge and all the enthusiasms and passion that we received during these last 2 years, we would like to thank all of our professors. Your love for what you do not only helped to transmit your knowledge to us, but also created in us some kind of thirst for learning new things, which seems unquenchable. You showed us that learning is a lifetime assignment, and how much we learn only depends on us. With this state of mind, we thank you for these 2 years. Even though this master program has reached its end, learning never ends. As Douglas Adams always expresses it, you live and learn at any rate you live.
So here with all of us, a few of our teachers have a short message to share.
I just start with a little more global perspective. For example, when President Obama reflected on the history of America, he pinpointed one specific aspect, and that is the melting between different knowledge cultures coming from every country. And if we take a small Swedish town, there are not so many international influences on that spot. And I think it's the same in every small town in Europe, for example. But in the SMIO program, that is the central thing. We have a constellation of people from different countries, and they represent not only different knowledge, they also represent different perspectives, cultures, and the mixing and the melting of this energy is quite unique. And I think the SMIO program is unique because of that, but also because it's so many students. If you compare with other master programs, there are not so many master programs with that many students. So the combination of variety and amount of substance is very unique, and it's very inspiring for us as teachers also.
Intellectually, I think your generation has the capacity and the possibility to take the knowledge further into the future. You can make a lot of examples how important it is that you take this role, this responsibility. For example, financial crisis, not to do the same mistake again. Now we have financial crisis in the southern Europe and also in the US. Why are we doing the same mistakes all the time? And maybe you can find a recipe for not doing the same mistakes.
I think your generation will have the task of taking care of the mess that we left behind. And in many respects, I do think that the SMIO people have a lot of potential there. I think you have lots of the skills, the openness, creativity, and a lot of the talent that I think is requested in this, because it's going to take a bit of hard work to fix this place.
Our gratitude also goes towards our beloved families. We enormously appreciate all the help and support provided, not during these 2 years of master, but during all our lives since we are this little. Your love, encouragement, devotion to our education helped us to achieve a lot until today. Without such wonderful families, this master program wouldn't have been possible. Thank you and congratulations, dear parents, for the new achievement of your kids. An applause for all the families sitting today here and for those who couldn't come.
Especially for families and relatives, here are a few words in our own language that express our feelings and opinions towards our new academic achievement, the SMIO Master Program.
非常精彩 colorful and excellent. Yeah.
Alle sind am Ende nur die Wurst satisfied, which basically means that everything has an end, only the German sausage just has 2 ends. It means that everything in life ends, like this, for example, this master program as it ends today, but the German sausage just has 2 ends.
Dime y lo olvidaré, enséñame y igual lo recordaré, involúcrame y lo aprenderé. Lo que significa en inglés, tell me and I forget, teach me and I may remember, involve me and I will learn. This is for what means for me SMIO, is because we were involved in every process. It was depending just on us how much and to what extent we wanted to learn.
海纳百川，博采众长 which means this program is like a big ocean. we are all the creatures in the ocean, and we have our own habits and have our own advantages, which can be, how to say, like used in this program and can develop ourselves.
Is Nicoleta. It's education and it's very important in SMIO program.
Nauka daje wiele, ale życie więcej, which means that the science can give you a lot, but the life even more. And that's a bit summarized what I think about SMIO, which for me is a great balance between science, by learning academic knowledge, and the social life, because you are surrounded by many great and interesting people in a very diverse way.
Ce qui compte, c'est la route, c'est pas la destination. What matters is the journey and not the destination.
Orgoglio. Orgoglio in Italian means pride, and I'm really proud to have been here in Linköping as a SMIO, and I'm proud to have this that my parents give me this opportunity and to meet the amazing people and to learn a lot of useful stuff.
This means that everything is possible, and when I started my studies I couldn't believe that I will make it, but I made it.
To our friends and classmates, 2 years have passed by so quickly. The trip to the forest, the fikas, the lofts, the dinners, the get-togethers for Halloween and Christmas celebrations, the exams, emotions, and the very stressful MCS presentations, today they are all left behind. They are part of our past and remain in our memories. 2 years, from a lifetime perspective, is nothing. However, dear colleagues, we can assure you that it's enough to become a united family with many members. Take a moment to think about what Eric Idle, his British comedian and actor, said. Life has a very simple plot. First you're here, and then you're not. Today we are all gathered here, probably for the last time. Tomorrow we bring a new SMIO generation with members from all around the world. One of the things we learned in our studies during the SMIO program is how important it is for internationals to build a good communication despite their geographical distance and time zones. So let's apply this knowledge to keep this family alive.
And if 5-10 years will pass by and I suddenly decide not to come knocking at your door, I'm sure, dear colleagues, that you will feel like the time hasn't passed, has stopped. The ties we build are strong. Yes, my friends, today we are graduating. A whole life and full range of possibilities are lying in front of us. As Steve Jobs encourages new young graduates, we would like to encourage you today to search for what you love and fight for it. Don't forget the value of your education and you as a unique people. You are fantastic people that deserve a brilliant future. Never stop dreaming. Set goal by goal and reach them. Don't settle. Today is not an end, it's just the beginning.
Change is a law of life. As John Kennedy says, don't be afraid of changes, they mean improvement. Either you stay here in Sweden, go back home, move to another country, whatever the destination, just don't be afraid, go for it. Step into the new stage of your life with courage. Your relatives, friends, SMIO family, all standing here today will also stand behind you in each step of your step towards a dream.
Yes, finally we would like to share one last video with you just regarding our overall experience from Sweden and SMIO specifically.
It was challenging, but very interesting. It was different than any experience that I had at the universities. But it was interesting, I enjoyed it very much. It was fun.
I think this is totally new and fresh experience, or I can say it's like a reborn. This is really like a 2-year adventure for me, because I'm kind of alone here, like by myself. I came here and now I will leave soon, so I very appreciate this experience.
I love Linköping, but the weather.
I learned a lot from both teacher and students, and we work like a big family. I study not only about the knowledge, but also I get a lot of experience from how to communicate with people and how to get information from other people's communication.
I met amazing people and it was a good experience in terms of education.
My 2 years at LIU were filled with great experience in terms of social, cultural and educational aspects. I met great friends, I gained knowledge and I gained multiple opportunities.
I think the 2 years SMIO life is very precious for me, and especially when I got a baby, when I study here, and everybody comes with me, and I feel so warm and I like here and happy to study here.
My dear friends, this is it. This is the end of our journey. But it's also the beginning of our search for new horizons. Some of us will stay in Sweden, some others will go back home, some will move to other countries. But however the future unfolds, we will always treasure our stay in Linköping University.
And as Dr. Zaus once said, don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened. Thank you and congratulations to you all.